it brought me into a season of life where all I had was Jesus. All I had was God and a select few people he allowed to be in my life. But when I left the LGBTQ community, let alone left that community to follow Jesus Christ, we're talking about, black and white dichotomy as, the modern society wants to paint it as. I lost almost every single friend that I had.
And that's okay.
Um, and that's okay. It was hard in the beginning because I so badly wanted some of my friends to come with me on this journey. But the thing is, they have to make that choice for themselves. The hard truth is that there's a lot of there's a lot of components that come with like fully walking with Christ, and you do have to make sacrifices just as he made that sacrifice for you. And that does mean walking away from people that you love. That does mean walking away from things that you love doing. That does mean walking away from things that please your flesh. But the thing is, I was brought to a point where all I wanted was him. And for lack of a better phrase, I didn't care what anybody thought about me. I didn't care what people were saying about me behind my back. I had filmed a testimony video. I put it on YouTube, put it all over my social media because from my point of view, I was just like, guys, like I don't struggle with this thing anymore. Like Jesus help me. Like you guys have to know this guy is great. This God is amazing. Um, but on the outside, it doesn't look like that. From on the outside, I look like a traitor, which is something I was told. I've been told before. From the outside, I went to the dark side, which is another thing I've been told. I've been told just many awful things, like very awful things that, in the beginning, I wasn't so used to hearing that. Now, Jesus received a lot of the things both Ricardo and I have gone through just because of the decision we made, and it comes with the walk. That season of losing a lot of people in my life that I cared deeply about. If anything, the Lord just opened my eyes to have so much more compassion for these people who say things about me, because at the end of the day, there's a truth that they don't know. And I was once there, and knowing how much he saved me in my life from so many dark things, all I want is for those people to come to him as well. But that's something, again, only they can do on their own. So like that season after leaving the LGBTQ community, really, I'm gonna hold you, it was hard, but it was worth it, because that's what established my backbone in relying on God. And I'm not saying it was like night and day, I'm relying on God. No, I was like, are you sure I should be doing this? Because I don't think everyone else says I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing, but like, I love you and this is what I'm supposed to do. So I'm going to do it. Like it was very much laying on the floor, talking to God and just praying, being like, God, I really sure do hope that this is what I was supposed to do. It is. Over time, I learned, yes, this is what you're supposed to be doing, my daughter. Everything's great. There's just things I need you to learn. And I want you to hear that again. There's just things I need you to learn, right? In order to learn some things, we have to go through experiences. We learn from experience. And going through that season of leaving my old life behind and starting a new one has given me just this report of being able to have so much more compassion for people, right? Because I was there. Because
Yeah.
I was there. I can't look at anybody else and be like, well, this is how you feel and this is why you're doing it wrong. All these things, like, no, 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 no. I know exactly how you're feeling. And it's given me just opportunities to connect with people better, connect with people on a more personal level and be more relatable to them. And um, aside from just the social aspect of being born again as a Christian, I was still going through the physical detransition part. Like, I didn't know how to dress. I didn't know how to walk. I didn't know how to hold myself in public. I didn't know what it meant to be ladylike. Like, I would walk around like this. Like, I was wearing shoes that were way too big for me. And I hadn't even, I hadn't owned a bra for years, man, because I was wearing a binder for so long that this whole, my relationship with my body and femininity and womanhood, I felt like I was like 9 years old again because that whole chunk of my life I had missed out on, doing terrible makeup in middle school and having the crazy eyeliner and like learning, just stumbling my way through womanhood up until I can be this prim and proper woman that a lot of women in their 20s are already. I'm not saying all of them. There are a lot of girls like me, but like I'm just very aware that there's some catching up I need to do as far as just how I hold myself and carry myself as a woman.